Hello, guys. It's been a minute here. Dr. Pinesett coming at you. Today, we're talking about 2 keys for writing the perfect personal statement. And this talk kind of comes about because I got invited to this forum on Facebook, this private group. And people are talking about their personal statements right now. They're putting together. The application just opened up. Oh my gosh, right? And so people are panicking about their personal statement and just struggling to get it together. And so I want to get on here and give you guys 2 keys to writing your perfect personal statement, because I see people botching this all the time. And it bugs me to no end that people give terrible advice to students. And so I wanted to get on here and give you guys some good personal statement advice that you can use to make your personal statement awesome and perfect. What's good, Andre? Tip number one, guys, and it's a super big key for your personal statement, is before you go to write a personal statement, the reason a lot of you guys get writer's block and you don't know what to put down and you struggle so much and it seems all over the place when you write your personal statement is you haven't figured out who you are, one, and then who you want to present, two. And sometimes these two things don't align, and so making them align makes it a lot easier to write your personal statement. But you got to remember, your personal statement is essentially an advertisement. It's a commercial. It's a marketing pitch to these schools that says, listen, this is who I am as a person, and this is why you should want me. And so what is up, Killer Meister, okay? What you want to make sure you're doing is that you're being appealing to them. And I see so many personal statements where people don't know who they are, and so they struggle to write it, but then once they write it, they send it to me, and it's hot garbage. It's a hot mess because there's no clear unifying theme of who they are and who they want to be in medicine. And so before you go to start writing a personal statement or addressing the prompt, just sit down and have a brainstorming session about who you are. What are you really about, not just in medicine, but in life? What appeals to you? What are you passionate about? Right? And then write that up as your personal statement. In my case, my big thing that I wrote in all my personal statements, whether it was medical school, whether it was residency, it was all about increasing diversity in medicine. It was all about mentoring. It was all about teaching and giving back to the next generation of students. And so that's my passion. It has nothing to do with medicine necessarily, but I like teaching people. I like mentoring people and helping people get better. And so each one of my personal statements featured that as a key theme of who I am. And for me, writing a personal statement is easy because that's who I've been, it's who I am. It's very clear. I know who I am. And so that's the number one thing you have to do is figure out what your passion is. It doesn't have to be medically related, but whatever your passion is, find that first, identify it, and make that the central part of your personal statement. And then everything you write in that personal statement should reflect that passion and that core of you in different ways, perhaps. Like in the easiest way I can think of is chronologically going through your journey and how you developed in that passion. I said it doesn't have to be related to medicine because at first it doesn't have to be, right? Because it's easy to write about your passion. So first, find your passion and then just write things down about your passion. Write about your life and how your passions have evolved and all these things. Then once you do that and you got all this writing, you got a couple pages of just writing about your passion. Oh, I love to yo-yo. This is why I love to yo-yo, because yo-yo's the bomb. It goes up and down that string. It's so smooth. Yeah, right? You write all that stuff. Then, once you've written down your passion, you try to find ways that it relates to medicine. And if you have your true passion, right, it's going to be that you've done some things to involve your passion, and you're going to be able to spin that into medical school. So for me, right, I mentioned that mentoring and teaching was one of my passions. One of the other passions that I touched on in my personal statement was that I like the business side of healthcare and understanding that, like right now, it's a big, huge topic with all the insurance reform and healthcare reform, is understanding the finance behind healthcare and how that affects patient care and access to care. And so what I put in there was, I'm interested in the business side of healthcare, and then I referenced that was medically related because business, right, you have to run healthcare, and then also I referenced it with my experiences. So saying, listen, I've gone and got my master's in public health with a focus in health services management, I've worked in consulting, I've done these kind of things, so it was evidence that my passion was related to healthcare. And so you guys have to do that same thing with your passion. It could be yo-yoing, literally. Like, right, oh, my yo-yoing was great, it was a yo-yo, but the way it's related to healthcare is that I went to hospitals and I yo-yoed for the old people. And they loved my yo-yo so much. It was amazing. And I can touch people's lives with the yo-yo. Yo-yo, right? So it doesn't matter. So that's key number one, is find your passion, because it will make your writing easier and it'll make your writing real to the other person. And when you're passionate, right, about something you talk about with passion, one of the things you guys always say is how energized I am on these videos is because this is my passion. So if you're writing about your passion, your personal statement, it's going to come off more lively, more energetic, and stand out from the pile. The second thing I would say, and it's more of a don't do, is before you start writing your personal statement, don't go out and read a ton of other personal statements. It's going to throw you off your game because you're going to try to imitate what other people have done instead of bringing your originality and your truth to the table in your personal statement. The extension of that are these people who go out and get 50,000 different people to review their personal statement before they have a good skeleton. And this is important, and I was talking about this with someone the other day, was execution, right? It's in the details and degrees. And so people hear something and they say, oh, I'm going to do it. Like, oh, like I'm going to take practice tests for my MCAT. Take lots of practice tests. Oh, have a lot of people review your personal statement. Yes, that's good advice, right? But it's the subtleties of that. So yes, you want lots of people to review your personal statement, but they shouldn't be reviewing it until after you have a good, solid foundation of what you want to say. So you shouldn't be sending people your bullet points. You should have a well-written personal statement you've drafted 3 or 4 times, and then you start sending that out to other people for feedback. Because what happens is if you send it out for feedback too early in the process, it will throw you off of what you want to say, and your personal statement will be a big jumble of people's feedbacks coming together into your personal statement, and it won't be unified and it won't be you. And I see this all the time. People just go out, any advice they get on the personal statement, like, oh, I gotta implement that. Oh, I gotta implement that. Take your time, first write, get your passion out, and then correct it a couple times, make it medically related, get that personal statement down, and then solicit feedback. And I guess that's the continuation of that second key, right? Don't get feedback too early, but then once you have a good working personal statement, get lots of feedback on it from lots of different people, even people who are not medically related. It doesn't really matter. Just get it out there and have people see it and get their eyes on it. And at the end of the day, remember that it's your personal statement. So if someone says something has to change, it doesn't necessarily have to change. If you like something, leave it in there. But be you and tell your truth and tell your passion. And so those are some big tips I think that are very crucial to getting your personal statement done. Is one, writing your passion first, and then before you have people look at it, before you look at other people's personal statements, just write and try to fill that prompt out, and then go get feedback, then go see other people's personal statements to get an idea of where you should be. But that's how you really present a personal statement that's going to stand out from the rest of the pile. All right, so very, very simple, guys. Maite, what is up? So it's so funny. I ran into Maite the other day on UCSD's campus on accident. I was going to do a talk there, and I just ran into her in the quad. So what up? But anyway, so that's what I got tonight. I am on my dinner break right now from the OR. I'm actually on call again tonight, right? So long nights this week. Last night I was supposed to go live on here, and I couldn't go live because I was stuck in the operating room. And tonight I'm in the operating room. I'm doing actually a liver transplant today. So that's exciting. These patients bleed like crazy all over the place. So I'll be sweating and having a busy, busy night. But I just want to get on here and give you guys a couple key tips because I see so many people going wrong right now in their personal statement. It's driving me bananas. So those are some keys to your personal statement. Hope you guys have an awesome night. All right, I'll do one question, then I get out of here. Let's see. Stevie K, I'm glad you're working on yours this week. Marie, hello. How could one use music to write a compelling essay? That's actually easy. If you're into music, right? Music is therapeutic, and so there's all kind of ways you can swing music into medicine. It's numerous, but it starts with just writing out why you're passionate about music and going from there. And so people think you can't write about like soft science stuff, like, oh, I dance. You can write about all kind of stuff. And some of the best personal statements I've actually seen are non-medically related. I actually helped a student put together a whole application surrounded by his violin playing. And it was a beautifully done application. And literally, you would be shocked that violin was the center of it. But we figured out some fun ways to relate it to medicine and to do that and to expand on his application. And so actually, before he applied, we worked his violin into more healthcare and more education settings. That way it would be a closer link to medicine. And it made it very easy to write about violin in his application. Let's go, man. All right, one more question, then I'm out of here. Why did you do an MPH? Were you going into public health, or was it a stepping stone into medicine? So, Anne, good question. A lot of people ask about master's degrees. They don't really help you that much get into medicine, so it's not a good path to get into medical school if you're strictly doing a master's to get into medical school. You should only do a master's if you're interested in the subject. For me, in my undergrad time, I actually minored in business, and I wanted more business time before I got into medicine. I had to get really focused, and so I took the time and got a master's in public health with a focus in business, essentially healthcare business, because I wanted to know more and more about business before I got really focused. And it was actually nice because then I worked in consulting after that and really got to solidify that business knowledge in a real world scenario. And then I got to go get narrowed into medicine. So that's why I did my master's in public health, was I was genuinely interested in business. I have no interest in actual like statistics and health modeling. I have no interest in that. I have interest in the business side of it. So that's why I got my master's in public health. But thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I've got to go back to the operating room, and we'll be doing some more live stuff later on this week. I actually might even be going live again from Disneyland. I'm going to Disneyland tomorrow, so I might be going live again from Disneyland if the internet will get with me today. As always, guys, if you like these videos, please give them a thumbs up. Please like them. Please share them around to your friends. Help me get the word out there to get this real knowledge out to people and help people. So thank you guys very, very much. And yes, going to enroll in your MCAT course soon. Definitely enroll in it. The MCAT course is live. Guys, it is a little under 8 hours, but it is amazing stuff. I'm really, really proud of that course. So anyway, you guys have an awesome night, and thank you as always. Dr. Pinesett, you guys know the website. It's premedproductivity.com. Like this video, share this video, and if you're not already, I don't know why you're not subscribed to my channel. And if you are subscribed, or if you're not subscribed and you like this video, I don't know why you're not binge watching all my videos. Okay, get all this good information. It's absolutely free right to you guys. So thank you very much. Have a great night. I am out.